Hello, and welcome to High Touch Technologies RTO Coronavirus Support Overview. Today we're going to be covering several different topics, of those including changes to reporting, including useful reports that you could use during the ongoing crisis, changes to billing, changes to VPN access, changes to integrated credit card, and an overview of how support is doing during the crisis. Let's go ahead and get started with our overview of support. So that's going to include the state of support currently, our hours of operation, contacting support and the best methods to do so, and our various blogs and resources that we have available for your use. Please, we ask that you continue to contact client support and log tickets as you normally would. This is still going to be the best method for contacting support, and this is how we are currently set up to manage these requests. Call volume is going to be higher, and internet bandwidth is going to be lower on some of our technicians' residential connections, so ticket completion time may take a little longer than it normally does. We just ask that you have patience during this time. In terms of hours, we are still functioning 7 a.m. to 6:30 p.m. Monday through Friday and 8 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. on Saturdays. After hours support will be handled like usual by our on-call technician, so 24/7 support is still available. The best methods for contacting support are going to be dialing into the support hotline, emailing support directly at support@hightouchinc.com, or for Synergy clients, Synergy Suite support at hightouchinc.com, or going to our HighTouch website, hightouchtechnologies.com/support. Synergy clients will also have the ability to use the support ticket icon at the top right of their menu bar to submit a support ticket quickly. In terms of various blogs and resources that we have available to our clients, we have several different articles that have been published to our blog already, including managing the technology and your remote plan, managing your RTO business, and managing your phone systems during the COVID-19 outbreak. Next, let's cover our VPN and remote access requests. There's going to be several changes to this and the way that we do billing for this, the various connection methods that you have available, and the licenses and limitations of those connection methods. In terms of billing, high touch support set up for remote connectivity with the SonicWall Global VPN client will be no charge for up to 5 sites during the coronavirus outbreak time. Depending upon the SonicWall model, there may be additional costs for more Global VPN client licenses. This is handled on a client-by-client basis, and as stated here, your SonicWall's model, as well as the licenses you already have available, could impact what it is that we need to set up and how we need to support you. So we do ask that you call us if you have any questions about VPN access. The connection methods we have available are limited by operating system. If you are using Windows, then Global VPN via the SonicWall site is available to you. If you are using Mac OS, then SSL VPN via the App Store is available to you as well. In terms of licenses and limitations, we limit things down to store level, and home office level is a good overview of how to look at it. Small-scale SonicWalls for single locations or small chains are usually only going to allow for 2 concurrent VPN users at a time, meaning that some changes will have to be made in order for that to be increased. For home offices, large-scale clients, SonicWalls should have enough licenses included with them for you to do business as usual without any additional licenses. But again, your SonicWalls model, as well as your currently established licenses, could play a part in that, so we do ask that you give us a call if you need any more information or a detailed explanation of what your options for remote connectivity are. In terms of credit card, we have 2 methods that we are going to be using with our clients to get them connected. That includes online payments and utilizing that more effectively, and integrated credit card. Online payments is going to be the preferred method that we would suggest during this time. We understand that your customers are not easily able to come into the location and make purchases given the social distancing rules that have been placed on several of you. So utilizing online payments and having them take advantage of this as their primary method of paying for their agreements is highly recommended, as it comes at no additional cost to you if it's already been set up, and it is easy for us to support and assist with. We understand if that is not going to be an option for several of you, and we do have a contingency plan for that. The SonicWall can be taken to whichever remote site you are operating from, and with some setup, it is possible that we could get you set up to take integrated credit card payments from the hardware directly from your home if set up. But again, That depends on the model of sonic wall that you have, as well as several other factors. So we ask that if you are unable to use the online payment method and you would like to use the sonic wall or other methods, that you give us a call so that we can give you a quick consultation on what your options are. In terms of reporting, there are several different reports that we think might be useful for our various clients. First, let's start with some of our ProStore V15 reports. Some of the more useful ones when you're working remotely are going to be the idle and on-rent inventory or inventory status report, the customer statistics report for all your customer lists, active inventory analysis report for a snapshot of current inventory, and the call activity audit trail. For RSSS and 12.5, the CPRTA report is going to be good for printing rental customers. PINV is good for serialized inventory report, and the BWACT RPT is, of course, a good collections report. For our Synergy clients, we have quite a few as well. The ZIP report for all active agreements, ZIP-A for all past due agreements, PINVL for all idle inventory, some RPT 1 option 10 for summary of revenue, SLS-RN-KSN for sales ranking report, PSale mod for retail sales summary and audit, EMA-UD-RPT for employee audit trail, AMA-CT-RPT for account manager activity, and FTE-XT-RPT, all free time and extensions, a very important one. Now, we'd like to take a quick moment to go over Fast Info, including why you should use it and how it can be used. This is going to also include a quick video tutorial on exactly how you can set up something as simple as a customer email report. So first, why use FastInfo? It allows for easy ad hoc report creation. It allows for the generation of reports in one of 4 commonly used formats, those being CSV, PDF, plain text, or HTML formats. Any report made in FastInfo can be automatically generated on the date and time of your choosing and sent to the reportal or directly to an email address. How do you use FastInfo? There's a bit of a learning curve to using FastInfo, and we acknowledge that this is going to be the case for several of you that are not used to using it, and we're prepared to assist with that. For any resources that you would like, we have a written takeaway including a detailed explanation on how to use FastInfo step by step that is going to be provided on our blog. We can also arrange for one-on-one training if need be. That's as simple as creating a support ticket requesting that you would like to do so. Now, let's transition over to our Synergy test environment, and we can go about creating a FastInfo report. So if I log in here and we go directly to the FastInfo Jump To menu, we're going to see a lot of information and reports that have already been created, but the one that we're going to be looking into is our email report. Now, this is one that it's already been generated, and it shows just a few different fields that we might need to put together for an email report. Now, say we have our account number, our cell phone number, our email address, first name, and last name all in the report, but we'd like some more information. Adding all of these columns is as simple as clicking Add Column and scrolling through whichever one you would like to use and selecting what you would like. So for instance, for our customer email report here, if we would also like to have the address of the customer, we can hold down Control and select Address and Address Line 2, add those columns, and now we have those in our report. Now, as you can see, there are a lot of different functions, being able to select from districts, being able to trim certain things, or even adjust them and filter them. That's not necessary for our email report, but FastInfo is very flexible and is a very versatile utility. So knowing how to use all of these can be the difference between having a very broad report and a very specific report. For our purposes, this should be fine. So if we do a quick sample, this will show us just a quick sampling of exactly the type of data that we're using. It helps with some of your trial and error that comes with creating certain reports. So as we can see here, we have our account number, our cell phone. The email address field is left blank because this is testing data and we don't hold on to a lot of those. But this is where your email addresses would be. We also have our first name, last name, and the address bars that we put in there before. Now for this email report, if we would like to have this print it out, we can either do that as a CSV, TXT, sample, or PDF. For our purposes, let's go ahead and do a text document. As soon as you select TXT, CSV, or PDF, it will start building that report for you immediately. It may not work right away, but just give it some time to build it, and you can see that our download is completed here. If we open this up, we can see that this is the email report that we had generated. Because we selected TXT, it printed it in a plain text format. This was quite a bit of information regarding every single client that was in our test box, so we did exceed the road limit for a text document. If you were looking to build a particularly long report, it is recommended that you use a CSV for anything that would be exceeding 5,000 lines. But that's as simple as it is. Creating a fast info report is as easy as coming in, selecting the business unit that you would like to create the report in, and then selecting the fields that you would like to have generated. As stated, we have more documentation that we can use and that can be sent to you, and we have one-on-one training that is also available should that be something that you would like to take advantage of. Thank you, and have a good day.